Now, following up on our earlier story in Kenya, which has already seen the new President William Ruto unveiling his new cabinet, I'm now being joined by Dr. Nancy Omolo, who's a political analyst. Good to see you, Dr. Omolo, and thanks for your time. The much anticipated appointment of cabinet of William Ruto has been unveiled. Help us make sense of the composition of the new cabinet.
Thank you so much, Suleiman, for having me on this program. Yesterday, we saw William Ruto has unveiled the new cabinet, and by looking at the new cabinet, actually, there's the issue of loyalty as compared to competence, because these are the people who mostly campaign for him, were either in his party or the party of the UDA, or were either in the bigger Kenya Kwanza. So that's one aspect of it. But another aspect of this that we are seeing young faces, young and new faces, and we also have around 7 women, around 22 men in the cabinet. And by looking at this, some of them, we still don't know them. We still have to look at their profiles. So the issues of experience is coming in. By having 7 women against 21 men, during his campaign, he said he was going to have 50% women and 50% of men. And, we've not seen this in the cabinet. But by having 7 women, he's reached the 2/3 of the gender rule, which requires that, which the constitution requires that at least 30% of appointments should have at least 30% of women. So this comes to around 32%. So that's what I can say so far.
And so far, we also understand that he's retained some members of former President Kenyatta's team before today, the likes of Munya, Amina Matiang'i, Mucheru, and others. Is there a reason why this is?
I think it's retained around 3 cabinet. I don't think because he's retained them because they were in the previous cabinet, but I think they are more loyal to his party. But when you look at somebody like Monica Juma, who's been also retained and now has the position of advisor on internal security, Monica Juma has a lot of experience, especially as foreign affairs minister in the previous position. So I think somebody like Monica Juma really has experience, and the other team might also because, of the party loyalty. That's what I can say.
And while Kenyans and close watchers like yourself are waiting to see what he does about the percentage of women in his cabinet, he seemed to have fulfilled a part of the coalition agreement after naming Musalia Mudavadi as Prime Cabinet Secretary. From an MP at 29 years to Kenya's 3rd most senior state officer, what's your assessment of his preparedness?
I think the position of Prime Cabinet Secretary that has been given to Musalia Mudavadi actually currently does not exist in the current constitution. And when Ruto named the cabinet, he says that this is a very senior position, which comes on the 3rd after the president, the deputy president, then you have Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. So we're yet to see, what are going to be some of his duties, because before we'd had also the position of Prime Minister, which was held by Raila Odinga, and realized as a position of the Prime Minister, it was a very it was not very clear what his role was supposed to be. Are you going to be supervising the cabinet, or sometimes does not want to be supervised? So basically, to a certain extent, he's given him a position which is 3rd in command, but does not exist in the constitution, which is actually he's kept his word that he was going to give him a position. But still, we want to be clear that as the Prime Cabinet Secretary, what are exactly his roles? Or is it just kind of a position to make him happy and to make, the voters happy as well? So those are how we view it at the moment.
Nancy, are you optimistic the new team can deliver on the promises just before the elections?
I think it's still too early to say, but we're seeing the new faces. we expected to see maybe like more of pure technocrats or people from the private sector, and we've not really seen much of that. At the moment, we are going to be having politicians who are going to guide the policies. So we'll give them a chance. We still have the 100 days in the next 3 months. We want to see how they're performing, but we're having new people, we are having young faces, we have women given to this position, but I think we are also going to see other positions, because beyond the cabinet secretary, there's the position of beyond the cabinet, the CSS, there's also the position of cabinet assistant secretaries, which are purely technocrats. So we're going to see that under each of these cabinet positions, which technocrats have been put in different sectors. So we're giving them a chance, and we would like to see how they're going to deliver. And I think another challenge that we are seeing with this cabinet is that some of them do not pass the test of, the leadership, integrity and leadership, because some of them are also having court cases. So we're going to see that, now that you're a cabinet minister and you're having some court cases related to integrity, are they just going to go away, or are you going to step back first and then you're cleared? So there's also issue of integrity, which relates to the Constitution of Chapter 6 of the Kenyan Constitution.
Kenyan political analyst Dr. Nancy Omolo, many thanks for speaking with us.
Thank you.